Hello, and welcome to this hypnotherapy session for accepting things as they are. Using this session and enjoying its benefits will enable you to begin feeling calmer, clearer, and capable when life isn't exactly how you would have chosen it to be. Sometimes people confuse acceptance with approval, as if accepting something means liking it or agreeing with it. But acceptance isn't surrendering your power. Acceptance is the moment you stop arguing with what's already happened so that you can gather your strength and decide what happens next. Now, you may have noticed times when you kept replaying a situation, wishing someone had acted differently, wishing the timing had been just a little better, wishing that the outcome had matched your plan. And while it's natural to have those feelings, there comes a time when the mind can learn to put down the heavy burden of resistance and pick up the lighter, stronger tool of personal responsibility. Now, responsibility doesn't mean blame. It means your response ability. Your ability to respond, your ability to choose your next thoughts, your next breath, your next action, to choose your standards and your next direction. And the more you accept reality as it is, the more energy that comes available for changing what can be changed, learning what can be learned from the situation, and releasing those things that can be released, and then stepping forwards. In this session, your unconscious mind can begin to separate the facts from the struggle around those facts. Just like setting down a stone that you've been carrying for far too long, you can let go of the needless fight, keeping the useful lessons and moving forwards with a greater inner steadiness. So now you can just start by making yourself comfortable and preparing to accept what is while becoming stronger in how you respond. Now take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just let your eyes gently close. That's it. And as those eyes close, take another slow breath in and let it out gently. And take another slower breath in. Hold it for a moment, and this time as you breathe out, let the muscles around your eyes just soften. Just allowing those tiny muscles around the eyelids to become so relaxed, so loose, so comfortably heavy that you can keep the relaxation there. Those eyelids will remain closed. That's right. And when you know that they're so deeply relaxed, you can just test them gently. Not to open them, but just to confirm how relaxed they are. Pretend to try them now and notice how good it feels when they remain comfortably closed. Good. And you can stop testing now and send that relaxation from your eyes down through your face, into your cheeks and into your jaw, allowing the tongue to relax, feeling it flow down the neck, into the shoulders, down the arms, over the elbows, through the wrists, all the way down to to the end of your fingers. And in a moment, I'll count down from 5 to 1. With each number, you can allow your body to become more deeply relaxed, your mind to become quieter. 5. Relaxing the body. 4. Drifting inwards. 3. Letting go of any unnecessary effort. 2. Just accepting this moment, here and now. And 1. Deeper relaxed. And as the body relaxes, the mind can relax too. You don't have to solve anything right now. You can simply go deeper relaxed. And as you rest here, listening to my voice, imagine that you're standing at the beginning of a quiet path. Maybe it's a path through a forest or across a field, beside some calm water or on a beach. Some peaceful place that your unconscious mind creates just for you. And as you begin walking along this path, each step takes you deeper into calm, deeper into acceptance, deeper into that steady place within that's always known how to continue, how to move forwards. With every step, you can notice the ground beneath your feet, the air around you soft against your skin. The light is warm and gentle. Maybe sounds in the distance, leaves moving, water flowing, the quiet rhythm of your own breathing. As you walk, you notice that the path gently slopes downwards, not steeply, just enough for each step to carry you more easily, as though gravity itself is helping you to go deeper. 10 steps, 10 deeper into this calm feeling. 9. Releasing any effort. 8. The body settling. 7. The mind softening. 6. Drifting inwards. 5. Halfway down now, feeling so calm, so at peace. 4. Peaceful and steady. 3. Letting go. 2. Accepting more easily. And 1. Deeply relaxed now. As you reach the end of the path, You find a quiet place just for you. A place where you can rest, reflect and learn. It's a place where the old struggle can soften and a wiser part of you can begin to speak clearly. In this quiet place, you can begin to understand that there are things in life that you can control. There are things in life you can influence. And there are things in life you can only accept. And there's a wise part of you that can become more skilled at knowing the difference. When you try to control what can only be accepted, you throw your energy against a wall. And when you accept what's real, you can turn around and see doors of choice, doors of learning, doors of action. And you know that you can begin to accept these things now. Not because everything is perfect, not because everyone behaved as they should, and not because the past was fair, but because you deserve freedom from that exhausting argument with reality. And you can say inside quietly to yourself, this happened. This is here. This is what is real right now. And I can choose my response. That's it. And as those words settle deep into the unconscious mind, you can notice how acceptance creates space. Space between the event and your reaction. It creates a space between someone else's behavior and your identity. And it creates a space between disappointment and your next step. And I remember hearing a story of a traveller walking along a road carrying a heavy sack of stones. Each stone had a name. One was called, "They should not have done that." Another was called, "It should have been different." And another was called, "Why me?" And the longer the traveller walked, the more tired they became. Eventually they met an old man resting beneath a tree. The wise old man said, "You may carry those stones as long as you wish, but carrying them won't change the road behind you." The traveller looked at the wise man and said, "But if I put them down, does that mean what happened was acceptable?" The old man looked at the traveller and smiled. "No, it means your life is too valuable to spend it carrying stones." And the traveller understood. And one by one, the stones were placed on the ground. The road didn't disappear. The past didn't change. But the traveller stood taller, breathed easier, and walked further. And for the first time in a long time, they could see the horizon. And perhaps, in your own way, You can begin placing down any old stones you've carried. The stone of needing someone else to understand before you can feel at peace. Put it down. The stone of needing the past to change before you can move forwards. Put it down. The stone of blaming yourself for not knowing then what you know now. Put it down. The stone of waiting for perfect conditions before living responsibly. You can put it down. That's it. Acceptance isn't weakness. Acceptance is the foundation of strength. And the moment you accept the facts as they are, you reclaim your ability to respond. And your unconscious mind can now begin sorting through the areas of life where acceptance is needed. Perhaps a person or a change, a loss or a limitation. You don't need to force anything. You can simply notice what comes to mind and allow your deeper mind to work with it gently. And just imagine a circle of light in front of you. Within that circle is a situation you want to accept more fully. You can view it from a safe distance, as though watching it on a screen. You don't have to step into the old feelings. You can just watch it calmly, breathing easily, knowing that you're here now, and that was then, and that is there, and you are more than it. Look at the facts of the situation, not the story you've told yourself, not the struggle, not the arguments, just the facts. And as you look at the facts, say to yourself, I accept that this is what it is. And now ask the wiser part of your mind, what is my responsibility here? Not blame, responsibility. What can you learn? What can you release? What can you change? What are the boundaries that you can set? What are the actions that you can take? And what attitude can you choose to have? And you may receive an answer now or later, or in a quiet moment in the days ahead. But know that the unconscious mind has heard the question, and the answer can form right away at the right time. Personal responsibility means you stop giving your peace away to people who are not managing it well. You stop handing your power to circumstances that can't hold it. You stop making your inner emotions dependent upon impossible requirements that life must always behave. Life is life. People are people, and the past is the past. And you are responsible for becoming steady, for becoming free. You can accept what's happened without approving of it. You can accept someone's nature without giving them unlimited access to you. You can accept a limitation while still developing your strength. And you can accept a delay without deciding that your dream is over. And every time you accept something real, you become more real. You become more grounded. You become more mature. You become able to act with clarity rather than tension. Now just imagine yourself in the future, coming across something that once might have triggered resistance, and just see yourself pause and breathe. Soften your shoulders, relax the jaw, and hear yourself say, "This is what is. I choose my response." Notice how different you look. Your face is calmer, your posture more upright, stronger. Your voice is clearer, and your choices are better. And the people around you may be emotional, reactive, demanding, or unreasonable. And yet, you remain connected to yourself. You don't have to take on their problems. You can acknowledge reality, respect your own values, and respond from an internal steadiness. That's your personal responsibility. And now drift into that future you. Step into those feelings. See the world through those eyes. Feel your body standing straighter, your breath calm, your mind clear. And hear the words echoing in your mind. I accept what I cannot change. I influence what I can. I take responsibility for my response. Let those words move through every part of you. I accept what I cannot change. I influence what I can. I take responsibility for my actions. And as that settles deeper, you may notice a new feeling forming, a grounded feeling, a feeling of no longer wasting energy, arguing with what is already here. That energy can return to you now, into your chest, into your hands, into your mind. Energy for decisions, energy for calm action, energy for living. And from this moment forwards, your unconscious mind can help you notice old resistance sooner and release it more easily. You may even find yourself smiling gently when the old pattern begins, because now you know what to do. You breathe, you accept, and you respond. Reality comes first. Responsibility comes next. And freedom follows. And this becomes a natural response for you, in small ways at first and then larger. Then so naturally that acceptance becomes not something you force, but something that you are. Calm enough to see clearly, strong enough to act wisely, and free enough to move forwards, always. And now it's time to bring this session to a close, keeping all these useful learnings deep within you as you prepare to return to waking awareness. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each number, you can bring back with you the calm acceptance, the personal responsibility, and the quiet strength that your unconscious mind has developed today. 1. Beginning to return now, bringing energy back into your body. 2. Becoming more aware of the surface beneath you, the position of your hands and your feet, your shoulders and your breathing. 3. Taking a deeper breath in, feeling refreshed as though the mind has cleared some space and the body has remembered how good it feels to let go of those unnecessary stones. 4. More alert now, bringing back this simple idea that you choose your response and allowing it to be available whenever you need it. And 5. Eyes opening when you're ready, wide awake, calm, refreshed, and here in the present. Coming all the way back, and as you return, you can notice that acceptance does not make you passive. It makes you available. Available to act, available to choose, available to live in the present instead of wrestling with what can't be rewritten. And in the days ahead, whenever you take a moment to relax and take a slow breath, your unconscious mind can remind you to accept what's real and choose your responses. Your breath can become a quiet signal to pause and return to yourself, to notice what belongs to you and what does not. And you'll be pleasantly surprised by how often you respond with more calm, with greater clarity and greater maturity, even in situations that once felt difficult. And each time you accept reality as it is, you reclaim energy, and each time you choose your response, you strengthen your freedom. Thank you for taking this time to develop greater acceptance and personal responsibility. And know you can return to this session whenever you need to deepen these patterns and strengthen this calm, grounded way of responding. Move forwards now with steadiness and self-respect, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.